The feds just raided Diddy's jail cell. Now, all of this comes after feds have accused Diddy of basically circumventing the rules to try to obstruct justice, intimidate witnesses, pay them off, as well as try to taint a jury pool. After this raid, Diddy is demanding an emergency hearing, saying that some of the things that were taken were attorney-client privileged handwritten notes that Diddy had for his attorneys.
Welcome back to the Celebrity Board. Kindly subscribe if you're new here. As we follow the Diddy case till the end, it keeps getting more interesting. And now there is some disturbing news. The judge in charge of Sean Diddy Combs' case plans to call an emergency hearing after his jail cell was raided. According to Newsweek, the judge in charge of the case will be holding a hearing in court in New York at the defense's request on Tuesday. On Friday, November 15th, prosecutors accused Combs of concealing conversations from jail and organizing social media operations to taint potential jurors and leak information that could benefit his case. They also claimed that he had approached witnesses through third parties. It was then reported that Diddy's attorneys claimed that his jail cell was raided. In a letter to the judge, obtained by the Mirror, Mark Agnifilo alleged that prosecutors and U.S. Attorney's Office were in possession of attorney-client privileged materials pertaining to the case, including the defendant's own written notes, which are concerning defense witnesses and defense strategies. He further added, "This search and seizure are in violation of Mr. Combs' 4th, 5th and 6th Amendment rights." Agnifilo further claimed that the raid was an outrageous government conduct amounting to a substantive due process violation. The letter also noted that prosecutors conceded that they held possibly privileged materials, such as the notes recovered from the defendant's cell. Agnifilo urged that the court hold an emergency evidence hearing on the case, calling it emergent. The defense intends to seek details concerning the claimed incident, such as who authorized the search of Mr. Combs' sleeping area, personal effects and paperwork, and how they allegedly determined which documents to obtain. They are also requesting that the U.S. Attorney's Office specify which materials were allegedly seized. There is a bail hearing planned for Friday, but the defense has demanded an immediate hearing in which prosecutors want to know who approved the search of Diddy's cell. Sean P. Diddy Combs has been accused of trying to obstruct justice while in prison, with one entertainment lawyer suggesting he could now face new charges. Combs has made another bail request, having previously been denied bail, but prosecutors filed an opposition on Friday. The documents, which were obtained by the Mirror US, claimed Diddy has repeatedly communicated with others in ways that violate Federal Bureau of Prison rules. Entertainment attorney Cameron Dalat-Shahi, who is not involved in the music mogul's case, has explained what could happen next. This certainly is a problem for Diddy. If the government has evidence of witness tampering, he could be looking at additional charges and at a minimum, will not be allowed out on bail. The opposition to Diddy's bail request read, "Since the defendant has been detained at MDC, he has continued to try to evade law enforcement monitoring, corruptly influence witness testimony, and further attack the integrity of these proceedings." The prosecution claimed Combs was using pack numbers of at least 8 other inmates to make three-way calls to contact people not on his approved list. That he also allegedly used an unauthorized third-party communication system to send messages to numerous individuals, including unauthorized contacts. The prosecution claimed to have heard multiple recorded calls where Combs instructs those he's talking to dial an unapproved people. The court documents said Combs' behavior speaks volumes about his ability to comply with any conditions of release. Following the filing, Combs' attorneys claimed his jail cell was raided. Mark Agnifilo alleged prosecutors and the U.S. Attorney's Office are in possession of attorney-client privileged materials pertaining to the case. In a letter, which has been obtained by the Mirror US, Agnifilo said these include the defendant's own notes, which are concerning defense witnesses and defense strategies. He added, "This search and seizure are in violation of Mr. Combs' 4th, 5th and 6th Amendment rights." The notes were said to have been created in preparation for Combs' federal trial, which is due to begin in May 2025. And it still remains to be seen if the proposal will be accepted this time round in court. Don't forget to subscribe as we keep following this story to the end.